Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So the Washington State Cougars offense will get the first crack at it here. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Paul.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Washington State going quickly. They'll throw it on first down. Finds the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Back to pass, it's Mateer. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hudson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Huskies offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Keeps the legs moving. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Rogers. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The play action fake. Caught over the middle, it's Jackson. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Steps away. Quarterback gets past the marker. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. After run, now throw. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Now the play fake. It's complete. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. They trip him up, but not before he has a huge gain and sends a bolt of momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Rogers. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's so important when his safety drops that he takes the right angles. You see those receivers flying across his face. He's got to go meet the ball and the receiver a lot of times at the same time. Great break. Great job getting to the football and then securing it. A lot of times you're like, oh, man, catch it, catch it, catch it. I don't have the best hands. That's what I'm saying.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. They'll run it from the gun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Washington State lines up quickly. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, and when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Back to throw, it's Rodgers. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught, it's Jackson. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Boston. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a win.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll go with a direct snap. Just steamrolling his way through. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
Oof, that's one of those where you breathe really deep. It feels like the ball's in slow motion, just trickling out of bounds.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Hudson. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Coming out with it, it's Reynolds. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Caught close to the marker, it's Jackson. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. The offense lining up for a first down play. And that pass is intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Comes out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Got his man quickly. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is what...
Touchdown, Washington! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? They'll go to the air. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get landed.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Back to pass, it's Mateer trying to get to him. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Trying play action. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this run.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They're working that left side. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Quickly complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington State.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 31 over Louisiana Tech.
Finds his man. It's Latu.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. On target to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. And he breaks into the open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazoo a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Feeling some heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Washington State going quickly. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Wazoo! What a catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Working that left side now. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. 2nd and short now after that completion.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
You know, this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They keep attacking through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He looks that one in nicely. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Timeout is called with just a single second left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He lobs one high down the left side. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game.